All right, I'm back with a client spotlight interview, and this is Zakk Colburn, founder of Personal Trainers Business Incubator. Over the last year, I've gotten to know Zakk as an employee and as a mentee of Zakk, and also somebody I'm proud to call a friend. So without further ado, here he is. So Zakk, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your business?
Yeah, we have a business. We work with personal trainers who are looking to transition into online fitness coaching. So we give them the systems and the skills to be able to make that transition, taking their knowledge for fitness and nutrition and applying it into an online business, learning how to market themselves on social media, learning how to sell themselves, and how to scale to a full-time income and take it full-time.
Cool. So could you talk about what we did together?
Yeah, so really what I needed help with was I needed help building a video sales letter because there was just too much on my plate to be able to sit down and script something on my own. And Adam was kind enough to reach out a lending hand and said, hey, I can actually look at all of your competitors, see what they're putting in their VSL, take what's working with them, take what we don't like, how we can differentiate ourselves from them, and make our own. And it was extremely valuable because I know that I had a piece of content being put out into the world that was competitive with the marketplace with time that I wouldn't have been able to dedicate otherwise.
And could you talk about the revenue generated from that funnel using the VSL?
Yeah, so far we have, with about 30K in ad spend, we've done about 120 to 150 range in profit.
So could you talk about what the time commitment was on your end for that process? Like, what did it look like?
Yeah, it was very minimal. I think you had a couple questions for me, and I filled out the worksheet. I gave you a few of my competitors to look at. I've gave you all of my assets for you to dive into, and you crafted something that was really, really incredible.
Cool, appreciate it. Okay, could you talk about what the process, if you were doing that on your own, because you've written VSLs for yourself before, so like what did that look like before?
Yeah, honestly, it just would have led to me making a video saying what I think I needed to say or saying what I thought my ideal clients would need to hear with no true confidence of knowing if that is actually what they need to hear or if it's competitive.
So based on the way that the VSL performed now, I know you took it down for a little bit and we just relaunched it. How do you see that performing over the next 6-12 months, give or take?
Yeah, I mean, this is our golden ticket to scale, right? So we were using DM ads for quite some time, and the DM ads we found has a bit of a ceiling in terms of organization. And so we know that the VSL call funnel is a bit more scalable in the grand scheme because it just allows you to manage your leads a little bit better with the CRM and have more automations and touch points to reach your leads outside of just of Instagram. So I'm looking for this to be our main source of scaling our company.
So were you surprised at all about the process of getting the video script back? And I've scripted other videos for you too. So like, I guess what about that process surprised you? What did you like?
Yeah, I think the level of detail, the attention to detail is what surprised me the most. How much information about our offer, how much information about our ideal client. Just every single type of objection or box that you need to check off in a video sales letter was checked off and more. So I was surprised by the thoroughness and detail.
Appreciate it. I guess what would you say to anybody out there on the fence about working with us, having us doing copywriting, video production, that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I would say I've worked with a handful of copywriters. I've worked with a handful of, video editors, and I've never gotten content as detailed as Adam. He's done a really, really great job at getting really great content in efficient time, but the fact that it is so on target and so detailed in terms of like the value he's teaching, because most copywriters don't know your offer as well as you will know your offer, but Adam really takes the time to go through your material and actually give value as if it's coming from your own words.
I wanted to touch on one thing before we close out too, because at one point I did help you with some YouTube videos, also doing copywriting and scripting, things like that. What would you say to people out there who aren't utilizing YouTube? And even if it's stuff that I didn't directly do for you, what has YouTube done for you?
Yeah, YouTube for me has done so much in the nurturing process. So I feel like people discover me through YouTube or through Instagram, but it might take them a long time for them to get warmed up. or, really bought into my brand, where YouTube expedites that process. If someone finds me on Instagram and then watches my YouTube channel for a day, they'll apply for a program right then and there. Yes, there is searchability with YouTube, and we have seen that we generate consistent leads through YouTube. That's not what we mainly use it for. It's mainly through, getting leads to find us on Instagram and then sending them YouTube content to get them warmed up to our brand.
Do you feel like that shortens the sales cycle at all?
Absolutely, 100%.
Cool. Any final thoughts you would like to tell anybody out there?
If you guys are looking to save yourself time and have a good product, definitely hit my guy Adam up.
Cool. All right, Zakk, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Of course.